Sorry, I had to breathe for a second. Anyway, that aside, hello everybody, this is Game Freak 10124 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ruby. Before I begin, even though I'll be saying this when I'm walking, is that I want to correct something I said in the last video, or the video before that. I'm not sure which one it was. Also, excuse me for a second, if you hear some noises, I have to deal with something annoying. Anyway, what I was getting to was either something I said in the last episode or the episode before that. Is I wanted to correct it. I mentioned Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and I didn't realize that I was thinking a month ahead. I was like, wait, it doesn't come out this month. I'm an idiot. Well, anyway, let's get on with the episode then. Stupid spit on my screen. I hate it when that happens. It's annoying. Anyway, I forgot to read the sign. Oh well. Hello, I think you're a traveler. How's this? What do you say to take on our family for in a series of Pokemon battles? That's the spirit. I like you. Winstraight Victor would like to battle. This is the Winstraight family. You have to fight 4 of them in a row. It's a dead Tailo. Spark. There's something I want to talk. There's something I want to talk about, but I'll wait until the next fight. No, I'm not going to switch. I should know to keep this thing out. Also, itchy foot. Excuse me. Oh, that's out of the way. I said excuse me before I belched. Oi, you're a lot tougher than I expected. Hey all, I found a pretty strong trainer. Not doing a voice for her. I'll mention what I was going to talk about now, and that is the new trailer for Omega Sapphire looks freaking amazing. It's so epic, and it's pretty long for a trailer. Also, stupid thing using Stunspore. I hate you, stupid Rose. Really, freaking Oran Bear. I'm not waiting for the animation. Screw that. Quick attack. Oh, come on, really? Stupid shenanigans. Anyway, what I was getting to was the trailers look freaking amazing. They're doing so much more detail than what they did with X and Y. With this thing that I mentioned before, stop happening. It's so annoying having to stop to do that. Anyway. Yes, I am. Ugh. Anyway, now that that's over again, I won't say what that is I'm referring to. Also, I just realized I'm so paralyzed. Isn't that a lovely sentiment? Yeah, but like I said, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they're paying more a lot more attention to detail and going much more fuller out than what they did in X and Y. What I'm really hoping is the graphics are a lot more polished in X and Y, as well as the graphics, like the entirety of the overworld anyway, of all those graphics in the game will be in 3D. In X and Y, the graphics were better than what we'd seen before, especially for a handheld game, but at the same time, the graphics weren't as good as what they could have been. They weren't as well polished as what they most definitely could have been, and most of the areas were in the game actually were in 3D, meaning like they're 3D, but you didn't get the 3D effect, which was very, very lame. And one thing I'm hoping in Omega Sapphire, like I said, is 1, the graphics will be a lot more polished in X and Y, and 2, that every overworld area in the entire game will be in 3D and give you the 3D effect instead of just, oh, most of the areas in the game are 3D, but you don't get the 3D effect. Because sad to say, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Ace to Infinity, which is a spin-off game in the Pokemon series, and came out about a year before X and Y did, like its graphics were significantly more polished than what X and Y's were, and every single overworld area in that entire game was in 3D, meaning it gave you every single overworld area in the entire game gave you you could get the 3D effect from the 3DS. Plus, again, it was a lot more polished than what X and Y's were. And it's lame that X and Y's graphics, 3D graphics, at least got the 3D effects weren't at least more polished than what they were, considering how well polished Gates to Infinity was.
How dare you make my grandmother cry! For that I'm gonna smack you! Prepare to lose!
Well, aren't you an rude old woman? Hey, Vicky, you're so icky. Just thought it'd be your brain. Oh, so sticky. Whoever types in the comments below. Type in the comments below if you know what that reference is. If you get it right, I'll give you an internet cookie.
If you're not in any hurry, visit us for a while.
Ultra Ball. Full heal, not bad. I will switch you two up. And potion up, and that's the long story short is what I was talking about earlier. The point of what I was talking about is I hope the graphics of ORAS are a lot more, the 3D graphics are a lot more well polished, more equivalent to what Gates to Infinity was than what X and Y are, and every single overworld area in the entire game is in 3D rather than just and giving you the 3D effect rather than just a lot of the areas not giving you the 3D effect. That and the fact that the X and Y graphics, 3D graphics were not as polished as Gates to Infinity was two things that were very lame about the games, even though they still are very amazing games. Those are two things that they usually lacked. I didn't mean to talk to you, I wanted to talk to you. This gives you the Macho Brace. I won't be using it, but it is good for EV training. I won't be using it, so I'm most likely going to be selling that off screen. Now let's move on beyond this. Rock Smash. Boom. Something didn't happen, and for the sake of showing it off, I actually wanted it to happen. Let's see if I can get it to happen. Let's smash this rock. Nope. That's lame. I'll talk to the cameraman because this is Gabby and TV. I'll talk about the gimmick of them later on when it's more prevalent. Hey, looky here, a tough-looking trainer here of all places. Cameras rolling. Interviewer Gabby and TV. Actually, no, it's not TV, it's Ty. I always thought that was a TV and not Ty until I watched Abdallah's video where he first fought these guys and or not these guys, these two, and I always thought for the longest time, that Y looks so much like a V. I always thought that was TV, not Ty, until I heard that. Until I heard Abdallah. I watched Abdallah's Sapphire video. That's another thing I can talk about is Drybones 271. About a week or so ago, he just recently restarted. Well, and it was before that he restarted it, but started uploading what his redone Pokemon X and Yellow Darkness. And I'm kind of glad he's redoing it. It'll be less videos, plus his quality is a lot better than what it was before. His videos are what was it? They're clear. It's smoother, and it's his camera is centered better. So yeah, one of the main gimmick with them is that it's one of two main gimmicks. This is more so the main gimmick is they can interview you, and you can see them on TV. I will do this once to show it off, but after this, I'm not going to do it anymore. Let's see here. I'm going to go to select mode because I want to see if there's a certain word here. Oh, come on. I wanted remake to be a thing. Let's see if there's release. Rest. How do you even say that word? How the hell are little kids supposed to know what that means? Let's see here. Remakes. Oh, I didn't check. Well, actually, I don't think remake or remade is anything. Refuse. RPG, that's a thing. Steering grace. So many S's. Thought I saw an R I wanted that wasn't remake, but I still wanted to use it. Let's see here. Here, Pokemon Trainer. I don't know. I had an idea, but I didn't know what the heck it was. It's not Pokemon. Damn it! I'm wasting your guys' time and mine. I don't know what I wanted to have be this title. I'll put adventure. Making up for lost time that I spent dawdling around there. Because I've mentioned this before, but normally I will not speed up a lot like this, but yeah, Rock Tomb. Haha, you missed. Which is good, because in 6th gen that doesn't affect this thing anyway. Meryl. Spark. Roasted mouse, rotisserie style. Disgustingly good. What's that supposed to mean? That sounds like something Team Rocket would say. You disgusting little twerp. Full restore. PowerPoint up. Way to go, Item Jockey. That's why your nickname Aqua. I almost said Aqua Junkie. Item Jockey. Well, good for freaking you and your Pokemon. Sandshrew. Bullet Seed. Uber Rapid Bullet Speed. Go. Seed go, rather. Well, since oh, wait a second. On what I was going to say. Okay, now we got to the patch of grass. I'll mention it. Since Sandshrew, Trainer out of Sandshrew, you can get Sandshrew in this patch of grass. I will go over it. Sandshrew is a ground type. It evolves into Sandslash. It's a subpar ground type. It doesn't get hardly any love, and that's because it's a pretty crappy Pokemon. It was okay, and it's okay to have Sandslash in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, but other than that, Sandslash is just a horrible Pokemon. It's got 4 weaknesses to water, grass. Actually, 3 weaknesses to water, grass, and ice, and it's not that practical to use. Its physical defense is its best stat, but it's just a horrible Pokemon to use. Its stats are not all that great. There's a Zigzagoon, and it's dead. I'll mention the other Pokemon by the time we don't know all the trainers on this route before the next main thing if I don't encounter them, but for now, I will hate to encounter them in trainer fights. I will hold off on mentioning them. Die, Nuzleaf. Crimea River Camper. That's lying. That's the first time you even brought your mommy up. freaking kid. Super potion. I'm lacking of interesting things to say. No, I will not sing. I refuse to sing. You can't make me. CMPFR is a energy song. CMPFR is an energy song. You think you have to sing along with it. How about you just sing along? I will not sing with you. Double kick. And dead. It's a Lombre, the evolved form of Lotad. Level 29. Will you say anything else about singing? I'll sing you a song that'll put you to sleep. And it's called Parappa the Rappa from PlayStation All-Stars. Such an insufferable character. Awesome fighter, insufferable character. Go make car. Geodudes are useless. Bullet seed. Boom. Geodude. Bullet seed. Dead. When will you get faint attack? I need faint attack. You don't need it, you want it. I'm going to go through my Pokemon again. Actually, wait a minute. Let me check my Pokemon speed. Okay, they have the exact same speed. Time for hiker fight. You're like that freaking hiker in the third round of it's either Pokeball and Ultra Ball or Great Ball and Master Ball of the Pokeball Cup in Stadium 2. All he does is laugh no matter what happens in the fight, whether he gets has successes, has failures, or has crap happen to him, such as lucky criticals and stuff. Wahaha, it didn't even matter. Yes it did, you stupid fat hiker. Well, here's a Machop. We've seen these before, but that's another Pokemon you can get on this route. Machop is a fighting type. It eventually becomes the awesome Machamp. It's a powerful one, really good attack. It's got pretty good bulk. I got in my a playthrough of my Pokemon Platinum. In the past, I got a Machop and No Guard Machop and used it. Taught that thing Dynamic Punch, Ice Punch, Stone Edge, and Foresight. That's all it needs. Oh no, Cynthia's got Spiritomb. Whatever shall I do? Oh wait, Foresight, Dynamic Punch, bam, it's dead. Gotta love it. Grumble, what happened to the others who went to Fall Harbor? They're late. Grumble, I'd like to ride the cable car to the top too. We'll find out more about that later. Another Pokemon that's on this route that I didn't mention yet. There might be more if there is. Post in the comments what there is, but another Pokemon you can get here, and I actually heard its cry in the overworld a little bit ago, is Numel. It's a fire ground type, becomes Camerupt. Now, defensive-wise and stat-wise, it's not that great of a Pokemon as far as competitive battling is concerned, but for an in-game Pokemon, in my opinion, Camerupt is amazing, even though its stats are kind of crappy. But yeah, now we're in the cave. You can also get Numels here. In case I'll save this in case I don't encounter one. But yeah, there's other Pokemon here is Koffing. Coughing is a bulky poison type. It eventually becomes wheezing. It's really good for two things. Well, three things, really. One, it's got a fairly diverse moveset for being a solid poison type. Or move pool, whatever you want to call it. It's got, oh, yeah, it's got that. It's bulky, and it's got, explosion. So it is pretty good. It's not the best Pokemon, but it can get stuff done. What else am I going to encounter? Machop. You can get Machops in here too. If I don't encounter anything, there's I think only 2 more Pokemon that I didn't bring up yet that I haven't encountered. So like I said, you get Machops and Numels in there. I encountered a Coughing. Oh wait, there's 3. One of them is Grimer. Grimer becomes Muck. Muck is the bulkier of the 2 poison types, but it's the less offensive one when compared to Wheezing. But it's still good for tanking. It can be a nice with Muck can give that thing acid armor. That thing can be a huge wall, especially for an in-game playthrough. Then another thing is Slugma. It's fire type, but eventually becomes the fire rock type Macargo. It's got pretty good physical defense. It's not that great of a Pokemon. Its stats are kind of crappy, but it can be pretty good for in-game team. And then there's Torkoal. Torkoal's a fire type turtle. It's got really bulky defenses. It's got pretty high HP. It's got decent attack stats. Special attack is its better one, especially in this generation. You stupid thing using Thunder Wave. Torkoal is good for a wall as well as doing offensive damage. And it's got, other than Force Speed, it's got good stats, or good or decent stats all on the board. And it's a really good main team member. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm really hoping to get the Mega Evolution and Omega Ruby out with Sapphire, but it doesn't necessarily need it. It would be nice to for it to have a boost though in its attack stats. That way more can be done with it. Makuhita. Also, I think all that's on the grass, this outside that cave in the grass. And again, if I'm wrong on this, please post in the comments what things I failed to mention. But I think you get the same 3 Pokemon outside here that you do, or more, as you did before the cave, which are Numel, Machop, and what was it? Numel, Machop, and Sandshrew. Bullet Seed, let's go. Okay, good. Thank you for not missing any more. I shouldn't keep mentioning this, especially in the same exact episode, but like I previously said, I am going to be, like normally I won't be speeding up this much when I'm recording, but I'm doing it now to make up for the fact that I spent so much time trying to screw around with stuff, trying to find a good saying, something I wanted to say for Gabby and Ty, but anyway.
What's that? What am I doing? I'm thinking about making my own Pokemon here, using a Pokemon move. I know, I'll give you this TM. Will you use it to make your own room?
Yes. TM43.
Find a big tree that looks like it might drop some vines. Use Secret Power in front of the tree. Some vines should get free and drop down so you can find the tree. You'll find a lot of space for putting things in there. It'll be your own secret room, a secret base. You should make one too. Another thing, you don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. Try using secret power on the walls that have indents in them. I'm gonna look for other places too. Okay, bye.
So yeah, you can make secret bases. At some point I probably will show this off, but it's not gonna be anytime soon. I'm not sure when. I should put that on Nuzleaf, but I won't. Yeah, you get a raspberry from her. Cranberries. I'm not picking the raspberries because they're useless anyway. Well, actually, they might have a use later on, way later on in the game. So, unlike usual, I will pick them. Also, Old Woman's kind of gimmicky.
Oh dear, dear. Are you Pokemon exhausted? If you like your recipe, that's a bad idea. You should do that. That's right. Take your time and rest up. Oh dear, dear. Your Pokemon's so tired. You should take another rest here. That's a fine idea. You should do that.
No. She'll keep spamming you if you keep pressing yes until you say no.
Is that so? You don't have to be shy about it.
What is this, Hansel and Gretel? But instead of making me fat, you're trying to send me in an endless loop. So yeah, I wanted to show off the TV stuff with Gabby and Ty, and like I said, I will not be doing this again. I just wanted to show this off, because I want to try and show off as much as I possibly can in these games. I'm going on a thief adventure. Do. Must make it for the last time speeding up. I'm stopping for a second, because I gotta go up here. One thing I did see on YouTube is that apparently the official bike music from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is crap. It's not crap, it's already on YouTube, but I have not listened to it because, like I said before, I would absolutely 110% refuse to spoil myself on that music. I don't want to hear it until I actually have the game in my hand and get to that point where I can actually hear the bike music. I don't want to relive the nostalgia of it until I am actually playing the remakes. To myself, I challenge all who I may meet. Wasn't that nice for you? Spark, boom, dead. What exactly does engagement entail? Does that mean just a fight? Because of that, if that means marriage, then you are a bisexual. Just putting that out there. Tell you what I see of the situation, and if I'm wrong, oh well, tough titty. Normally I won't say the word titty because, yeah, whatever, but there's people on YouTube like Smosh who don't censor out the word titty, yet they censor out other words, so I don't really see it as too big of an issue. I thief you. Take this, thief! At some point in the distant future, you guys may find out what that reference is. I won't mention what it is, though. Ember. You guys may think I'm incredibly overloaded right now, but don't worry. Closer and closer to the end of the game, this huge level, seemingly huge amount of over-leveledness will start decreasing little by little. And eventually I'll be almost on par. I will bike. Route 113. I will be putting up a rappel now. You see how this grass is differently colored when I walk through it and it's green grass? I'll get into that gimmick a little bit later. Describing it, or not describing it, well basically, but explaining it. Trap hinge. When do I get bite on this thing? Crap. Actually, I think it's not until a much higher level, which is a shame. Quick attack. Okay, so I guess I can, while I'm doing this, I can start talking about the Pokemon you get on this route. The first one, which I'm going to go over, which is most common, it's crappy, is Spinda. First I'll say this, something interesting about it is that apparently, unless you were to duplicate Pokemon using a duplication glitch, no two Spindas look the same. All their designs look slightly different, and that's a very interesting thing about it, but as a Pokemon, it's a horrible Pokemon. It's got crap for stats. It needs a Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's more useless than Audino would be without a Mega Evolution, because at least it can still be kind of bulky. Spark. I'm sweating in the room where I'm at, and it's kind of disgusting. Oh well, I can't help it. All I can do is complain. A bunch of coughings, this is lame. Rock hot, go! Ember! Ching ching ching. Nature pause earthquake, but it won't affect you. Rock tomb. Thief. And dead. Hopping over the ledge. You can also get Sandshrew on this route. I can't remember what they're like. I'm sure there's more, but as of right now, like I can't remember what's on this route besides Sandshrew, Spinda, and one other Pokemon. I don't know if there's anything else than that, so I'll just say the only other Pokemon that I know. And if I think of anything else, I'll mention it. And if I don't mention something that's on this route, please mention it in the comments below too. But the only Pokemon I can think of off the top of my head that's on the route besides the ones I've already mentioned is Skarmory. It's a standalone Pokemon. It's a Steel flying type. It's got really good defenses. It's good for a wall, especially in later generations when Sturdy's functionality changes and is more useful. Well, not changes, but like it gets improved because it still holds the original what the originally did, which was to prevent like one-hit knockout attack would not work, like Sheer Cold. It just flat out would not work. But yeah, it's a good Pokemon. It's a really good Pokemon to use as a wall and as an offensive attacker. Skarmory is an amazing Pokemon. It's an awesome OU wall. OU meaning overused. I'm pretty sure it's overused and not underused. I'm not sure. If you want to confirm whether I'm right or not and you don't know, then go to Google and look up Smogon. Look up Smogon Super Skarmory to see what tier it is. Whismur and Whismur. I'm gonna do something a little interesting here. I'm getting my Combustion out of here. I don't want it to die. Earthquake! Boom! Gotta love nature power when you can pull off awesome moves like that. Out, up, whatever. I check something real quickly here. Okay, then not too bad for what point I'm at. Max Ether. Okay, I'm getting off my bike now. I'm just gonna run. Today's technology is a wondrous thing. Take this look at ash here. It can be fashioned in the glass. I'll say this: today's technology is amazing for what we used to have. And sad to say, like, there's so many kids of even my generation, let alone kids younger than my generation, that take things for granted more than what they realize, and like they use their cell phones so much, and they're so into them they do not realize just how lucky they are to have the technology they have, as well as that kind of blindsided even, and they're taking it so much for granted, so much so that they don't realize just how technologically advanced some of these cell phones are. Speaking of phones, I'll mention something kind of funny. Earlier today, I watched Smosh's new video, the iPhone 6. It was kind of hilarious. Here I go, promoting Smosh again, but they deserve it because they're awesome. They have fans from all over the world. Level 30. When do you learn another move? What do you think this is, Mortal Kombat? Get the heck out of here, little kid. Super Potion. Now let's go. I'm going to show something off. First, I'll talk to you.
It's splendid. Look, can I split while my boss is talking? Hup, 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 hup.
You're a little kid and you're working. What the heck? Child labor's laws these days, I'm telling you. No, not really. In this game, though. This area is covered by volcanic ash, Huff Puff. I'm specially gifted, Huff Puff. I make glass out of volcanic ash and make items, Huff Puff. Go collect ashes with this. Suit sack. Take that loot. I can watch House of Ash, Huff Puff. And it will fill up with volcanic ash, Huff Puff. What do you think? You're like, I'm good. See me, Huff Puff. I'm not gonna keep doing that because, while it makes for an interesting voice, it's not fun to do because it makes me lightheaded. Repulse effects wore off. Well, good for it. Just, I say that and then I go repel again anyway. My Ziggy Ziggoons have no items, but he's okay. One that I'll be doing prior to the next episode and probably hashing it on the beginning of the next episode is going to the inside there and getting several items from the volcanic ash here. So off screen I can speed up getting the ash, and but I at least want to show off getting the items as well as show off all the items that you can get from him. I probably should have done that while I was in there. I guess I'll do that before I end off the video. So I'll go back to that house real quick after this fight, which is over now. Never heard that statement used before. Oh yeah, also that TM I picked up over there, I think I picked it up, was TM32, which is double team. Pretty crappy TM, but it can be sold for money, so it's good for something. Anyway. Oh wait, I just realized I can't even show them off until I have enough for a blue flute. I'll mention what the blue flute does right now, since I showed off his dialogue, text, what you want to call it. Basically the same difference, only not actually talking. But the blue flute is used to make Pokemon awake. It's one flute, but it's unlimited usage, much like the Poke Flute. However, the one annoyance to that compared to the Poke Flute is since in these games there was a bag limit of 20 items that aren't like TMs and Pokeballs and stuff. It was kind of annoying because it actually takes up bag space, unlike the Poke Flute, which went in the key items. Let me freeing the Fire Red. Yeah, this girl is the main person of the PC storage system in this game. She's the creator of it. We'll be seeing a little bit more of her in the next episode. Let's see here. I don't know why I just checked this stuff out, but yeah, I just healed up. Well, guys, I don't know how much space this video is taking up on my computer, so, and I think this is a pretty decent amount. I don't know exactly how long it is, but I will, like I said, off screen I'm going to be getting ashes and showing off the other items you can get there, and I will also be getting a couple more, or like 3 items, the blue flute and 2 other items. But anyway, I guess I'll close off the episode now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Ruby, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where I get items from the guy from Ashes walking around in the grass, and after that, explore what little bit this town has to offer, and go left and see what else the whole region has to offer beyond that. Anyway. This has been Game Freak 10124, and I will see you guys next time for more Let's Play Pokemon Ruby. See you guys later. Bye, everybody.